Hey there and welcome to Afterwork. My name is Valentine, and in this channel we talk about various data science topics that are important when you're starting out your data science career. If such topics interest you, be sure to subscribe. So in this video we're going to be talking about why you shouldn't become a data scientist. This is a follow-up of a video we have done of why you should become a data scientist. If that video would also interest you, you could also watch that one either before or even after this video. Nonetheless, so let's get started with our topic of the day, why you should not become a data scientist. So there are many reasons why you shouldn't become a data scientist. However, we're just going to cover some of those important reasons that you should look at first while you're learning data science in order to understand whether data science is really for you. So the first reason that we're going to cover is if analyzing data isn't something that would interest you. This might simply be, might simply involve just working with a data set, wrangling a data set. If you see an Excel sheet and the whole process of just getting meaningful data from data which is in an Excel sheet isn't interesting at all, it's boring, then really data science isn't really for you. Maybe you should look somewhere else. This might also entail being able to perform logical reasoning, which means deducing some information based on a few given information that you have. If you are not really good at logical reasoning, which is also related to mathematics, then this may not be an area of strength where you can be able to comfortably walk and say that, oh, I love to analyze data. Of course, you could work on that over the long period of time, but if it's something that you're not willing to work on with regards to, say, something like logical reasoning, then data science might not be something that you can, that would really interest you immediately. And some areas of some places where you might use something like logical reasoning would be data cleaning. While you're performing data cleaning methodologies, you're trying to deduce what makes sense and what doesn't, and also while you're also making recommendations. So yes, so that's a bit about the first reason. Analyzing data isn't for you, then probably data science may not be something that you might enjoy doing. All right. The second reason, if you don't like learning new tools. So there are lots of emerging data science tools that help data scientists to perform analysis easier, or they make it easy for data scientists to perform their analysis. And those emerging tools require that you learn them. If you don't really like learning new things, especially when it comes to technology, it could be a piece of software, it could be a programming language, then again, data science isn't for you. This is because, again, if there's no way really around this, because most of the times you're going to be spending an enormous amount of time also learning those new tools. All right, so the third reason is if you don't like to spend time researching. Now, you can't be taught everything as a data scientist. Of course, boot camps will tell you, oh, we're going to make you a full-blown data scientist. But really, what they're actually promising you is that they're going to upskill you with the basic data science tools that are sufficient enough for you to be able to work on just a basic project. However, problems in data science usually are of different nature, and they have their own complexities, and that may not be covered at all with just a set of tools that you have learned from a particular course provider. So you would have to do a lot of research trying to understand how other data scientists have gone about a certain aspect of the problem that you're solving. So you have this problem, data science problem, and it has, when you break it down, it has very many sub problems, and your job as a data scientist sometimes might entail just going out on the internet, whether it's on a website like Cargo or GitHub, trying to understand how people have written their code in terms of solving for the problem that they were solving for. Then you would borrow a few things from their solution, then you would incorporate it in your project. Then you go to another source, you try to understand how those particular problems were also gone by, that they were solving. Then you also incorporate a bit of that. Again, you try to also maybe go to some website like Stack Overflow. You try to understand something that you are facing in terms of a problem or sub problem, then you incorporate in your project. So most of the time you will be spending reading how others have solved their problems, and also trying to understand what are the best practices. Again, you won't be taught all those in just a data science bootcamp or even a university institution. That is a skill that if you don't like having, it's a critical skill, then you won't really enjoy data science at all. And lastly, the last reason that we're going to be going through is why you should not become a data scientist is if an office job isn't for you. Now, most of the times as a data scientist, you're going to be spending your days in front of a computer, and you won't engage with people most of the time, talking to them about your work. It's rare that you will be doing that, especially when it comes to working on data science projects. Probably you would work with other stakeholders at the very beginning, so at the business understanding stage, and at the very end when you're presenting your presentations. Maybe a few times while you're trying to consult on specific methodologies to use, or just a question you might have to some colleagues or some other data scientists. But most of the time you're going to be spending your time on a laptop or a computer, trying to come up with just a solution to a problem that you're facing, whether it's just a data cleaning problem and a data exploration problem. If you're not able to solve for that, you just search online. You would spend most of your time on a computer. So it's more of an office kind of a job. So if your ideal job involves talking to people, interacting with people, that may not necessarily be the kind of job that you would want. All right, so yes, so those were the various reasons why you should not become a data scientist that we think are important when you're starting out your data science career. And those are analyzing data. If analyzing data isn't for you, if you don't like learning new tools, if you don't like researching, and also if you don't want an office job, then with regards to data science, then you can actually start looking elsewhere. But the caveat is that you might also find some roles which might maybe involve you not having maybe everything that we've mentioned, but those ones may not necessarily be termed really as a data science role, but it could be maybe data entry jobs where you just put in data within a system or something of the sort. It's still not really a data science job, but it's related to data science in general. So all right, so those were the 4 reasons. If you would want to keep the conversation going, and be sure to ask those questions or comments that you might have in the comment section. If you would like to get notified when we post such videos, be sure to subscribe to this channel, and see you in the next video.